Top Billin.
All right, Top Billin, real quick, I wanted to get to something on my man Chris Smith, so I'm going to bring back a film study that I did prior to the draft. Now that he's a Las Vegas Raider, it all comes together and makes sense. These guys already have a couple of pretty good safeties on the roster as it is. Took my boy Marcus Epps from my Eagles, and then they already have Trayvon Merrick on the team. They could be working with these three safety sets that are very much in vogue in the league, and have a cat like Chris Smith who can play center field, and he can absolutely bring the thunder. Y'all know I covered Chris Smith his entire career at the University of Georgia by nationally covering Georgia as the primary cover of this channel, and of course covering that man even when he was in high school. This cat is a damn good player. He's a heady player. His FBI is off the charts. He's going to fit well with that Raiders defense there. But if you look at overall, man, the Raiders on here, man, I wouldn't be sleeping on the Raiders, right? A lot of people don't like Jimmy Garoppolo. Hey, man, I like Jimmy G. He reminds me of these guys you've seen back in the day in these West Coast offenses. Guy who's not going to necessarily win you the game, but he's not going to lose you the game as well. So if you put enough around him, man, as we've seen, he can get you the conference championships and Super Bowls or help get you there. But, man, you got a guy like him and some high-end talent around him and Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams and a Hunter Renfro. You bring in a cat who knows the offense of Josh McDaniels like Jacoby Myers. It's all about that damn offensive line anytime I think about the Raiders, though, so we shall see how that comes out there. But we know these boys can run the ball, and a cat like Jimmy G will make some quick decisions. And he's got Michael Mayer. They drafted Michael Mayer. That's hard, right? Along with Austin Hooper, of course. So can the Raiders finally get that defense together, right? They got some high-end, a couple of high-end talents, in my opinion, right? At least, very least, you have to say Max Crosby and Chandler Jones, two high-end cats right there. Then they went and got Tyree Wilson as well. Wow. Come on, man. These boys doing it big out there, man. They keep themselves some speed out there. But, man, without further ado, though, man, Chris Smith is a great addition to a Las Vegas Raiders defense there. And, yeah, let's get to it, man. Big salute out there to you boys out there on the West Coast. 97 pounds. As you can see here, Chris Smith, 5'11", 195 pounds. He's a former cornerback who was switched to Georgia's scheme where he played a ton of single high safety, right? They had him closing off the middle of the field. He was posted out there, and he was doing his thing. Listen, Chris Smith is the smartest football player in all of college football. Straight up. I know their defense like the back of my hand, and the way he's getting people into position and the way he anticipates plays, you can tell his FBI is off the charts. His football intelligence, unbelievable. He became a mainstay in the last couple of years. Before he had Richard LeCounte at the free safety position, flat out better than Richard LeCounte. I tried to tell everybody, I bet you everybody understands now, Richard LeCounte was a crowd favorite. Chris Smith is the people's champion. He's that good. You can see here he had 6 interceptions the last 2 years, 9 passes defense. He had a touchdown. All right, we got Georgia here working the forge pressure. Now, you get one of these cross formation Jones right here. You'll get a cross formation block by the H-back here. You get Sean Shivers here. He's pressing and then releasing. And you got Chris Smith always coming, bringing that physicality, like right here from way downtown. Bang! Sean Shivers, he was never the same again, right? Weekend that Bernie style after that hit right there. You can see him press it, right? Pretty much all gaps covered. Nice cutback crease forming here. You get Shivers 88 out the gate here. He can really run too. So if you're not getting this guy, if he's able to make you miss, yeah, it's good night Irene on that one. But you got Smith here with no regard for human life, right? He's going rapid stick, block the tire. Look at that. Launches Shivers, fertilizes his ass, all in that Auburn logo right there. Right there. You already know, baby. It's one of them, what is it called? Motel 6 hits. We'll leave the light on for you. He sleep. All right, your man Chris Smith, one of the best alley workers you'll find. I mean, he worked the alley like a Kensington Avenue prostitute out here in Philly. I mean, for real. You see my man right here. Obviously, the alley is the space there between the tackle and the cornerback. Usually, if you want your safeties to press that right there. My man gets it in with the best of him, man. He's getting a ton of tackles for loss in that manner right here. Look at this. Yaka. Look at that. Coming all the way from depth to get this cat here. See right here? You get the outside, right? They're working them area principles with the blocking. You can see Smith approaching right here. He's going to close off that edge himself, right? Run that alley. Usually a very sound tackle. Look at that. Head on the outside. Just like you teach it. Head on the outside. Wrap. And roll. That's hard. Chris Smith in the damn 5th round? Wow. We'll see him coming with the physicality right here. Look at this. Drive on it and split tie out again. Come on, man. This dude is so physical, man. The reason why I keep showing the physicality portion of this is because he's tried and true at the post safety. All right, so I harken back when the Raiders had Jonathan Abrams. Obviously, that didn't work out. I thought Abrams would have been a lot better than he was at Georgia, where he was originally. And in Mississippi State, he showed a little bit more FBI than he did with the Raiders. But Chris Smith, I think, just a little bit more advanced than him, or we shall see, because I expected Abrams to be better than that. Chris Smith, as physical as we see right here. Jonathan Abrams was very physical, but Chris Smith be bringing that split tie out as well, right? So you got to be able to manage that, but definitely see Smith in more of a free safety role. And as you see right here, Tweety birds and shit all in Jalen Hyatt's eyes. And what's going on right there with that man's? What's going on right there with that man's leg? Come on, man. You done got that man twisted all out of so. You done lost control of his ligaments, tendons, and all kinds of shit, right? Tweety birds going all through his eyes and goldfish and shit. Chris Smith is that dude. All right, here we go again. You know who's going to do what at you know when. Look at him coming and feeling. Oh, man. I don't think you people understand how difficult these type of tackles are, right? When you give somebody a chance at a two-way go, meaning they'll get you in an even exchange situation like this guy has Chris Smith here, right? Meaning you do have this type of pursuit, but if you were to stick that foot in the ground, chances are he could take it up here, and of course he could take it out here. When you have that right there, what you want to do is have some type of inside shoulder force. You know the sideline is there. You have people holding up at the point of attack here. You want to use that inside shoulder force him more towards the sideline on this one right here because you know you have that backside pursuit coming. And, of course, you can see him do just that right here. Inside shoulder, right? That shoulder right there, forcing him towards the sideline. Perfect tackle in the open field. That's a hard tackle, man. Only gonna get harder in the NFL. Y'all think I'm playing by this alley work? I'm telling you, man. That man coming, right? You trying to come out here with this joint right here? Good luck. You can, and I don't care who it is, right? Ohio State's good running back, Xavier Johnson, anybody. It don't matter. Splaka Taya. Look at him. His head popped out the top like Jack in the Box. Look at that shit, right? Made this man take a knee and look up. You had to look up at a man who just did that to you, man. It's like Ryan Garcia looking up at Tank Davis and when he quit in that fight a few weeks ago. Come on, man. What are we doing here? This dude is a sound football player. He understands, right? This is a balanced shell, right? They're working out of a balanced shell here, and you have a balanced formation, right? But you have the back over here, right? You can read that, right? You can read the body language of a lot of the people and feel like where the ball's going right here. Obviously, you see the pin and put action going, right? They're trying to obviously mislead there. But then you get the H back out here. He's leading out. It's time to go. And where is he coming from? My man's coming from way back here, from way downtown. Look at that. With no regard for human life, I'm telling you, he's just hitting the rapping stick. And this is your free safety. We originally knew Chris Smith from him being rangy. Look at this shit, bro. He popping your head off the top. Bang. Look, everything all in that shit. Your head, your teeth, all kinds of shit in there. You having to look up and shit, right? You're not in your right mind right about now, right? You air napping and shit. And you have to look up at that, man. You got everybody all over you breathing and shit like that. Come on, man. You probably can't see this off camera right here, but here's Chris Smith posted up on the right side of the formation. You're going to try to get this man on a fade route here. Garrett Nussmeier on an empty set right here. Garrett Nussmeier, not bright. That's Chris Smith back there. You better try to look him off. You're not looking this man off and you think you can get the ball past him. Look at the range. Nada. absolutely crushing your hopes and dreams, picking the ball off in the end zone back at depth. Let me see if we can see how far he came from right here. Yeah, you can see him when the ball is thrown right about here, but almost to the right side, right on the stitches. Yep, now he's on the stitches right there, so you can see him covering that ground, tracking the ball in the air. He has really good hands as well, so the ball's out there, it's his. Chris Smith. Chris Smith right here, you can see him working the post here. What you'll have here is a failure to communicate between Bo Nix, the quarterback here at Oregon, and the ball, because he led his man into something crucial right here, right? So you get a corner route from the inside receiver. You get what amounts to pretty much a bang 8. You'll get rolled coverage here by Chris Smith. He's going to roll it to the post there, and you can pretty much see what's going to happen right here. And I ain't talking about no interception. That man is like Quandre Diggs. He can bring the thunder in an under 200-pound frame. Look at this. Look at that. Bagged it up to the post, dipped it in right, and then still had the range to go, bah! Splaka tire. Sent that man to the upper room with Jesus. Look at it right there, right? You got to look at the collision right here. With no regard for human life, my man riding off the stitches right here, and he went straight into his midsection and splaka tire. Separated that man from his nervous system and his circulatory system. He was done. He was cooked. He was asleep. So was Smith, though. You know, Smith was asleep, too. They both was sleeping together, right? Brokeback Mountain out this. Pause. Gotta pause that right there. But you can see right there, that man right there had a Ducolax moment. He gonna be well on the toilet because Chris Smith softened his stew. No doubt about that. Let's see it from this direction right here. You get that slide protect, and then you get that launch in spla tire. Somebody get that man a nightgown and a change of drawers. They definitely gonna have to boil that man's drawers because his shit. All right, here we go with Smith. You can see a bluff, right, of a flare screen here. And what they want to do is you'll get this overhang defender shooting out to that. And they want to try to run this right behind him, right? The tight slot right behind him, not on Chris Smith's watch. He drives on that, and he gets his Quandre Diggs on. Check this out. It stuck on the stitches. Oh! Played that man. Played Bo Nix, the prodigy, as I called him once in a lifetime ago, right? You can see the potential flare screen right there. The linebacker here, the overhang defender, I want to say it might be Smile Munden right there. Right, he plays it underneath, but you can already see Chris Smith seeing it right there. He's like, nah, I've seen this on tape before. And that's hard. Picking that bad boy off. Let's see it from this angle. Look at that. Fake and oop. Nope. Chris Smith doing his thing. All right, here we go. Split safety look. Look at him read it inside out. Then drive on the receiver. Oh, look at the physicality that he plays with, man. Complete abandonment. See ball, hit player. Head on the outside, wrap him up.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.